This is your full moon reading for February of 2025. Spirit wants me to remind you that this full moon is all about release and renewal. That's right, release and renewal. So you are releasing what no longer serves you with this full moon, and you're making way for what's new. And so tonight, during the full moon, you're going to write down what we talked about of what no longer serves you, what you're going to release. You're going to write it down and you're going to burn it in a candle somewhere safe, but you're going to burn it. And to answer some questions I'm getting quite a bit, it doesn't matter if it's cloudy. It doesn't matter if it's cloudy. What matters is that the moon is full and that you do this. And I know some of you are going to ask, well, Gabby, if I miss Wednesday night, can I do it Thursday? Yes, tonight's going to be the most powerful, but you can do it Thursday if you need to, okay? But yes, release and renewal. We see this in the cards. We also see this symbolized with the snake. We drew the snake again. So the snake goes through this process of renewal constantly, just like we do with the moon. He sheds his skin and he emerges renewed and refreshed. And that is what you have an opportunity to do tonight. And what's interesting is we also got this card that says go dark. Go dark. So while you're doing this, it's so important that you take a moment to silence all of the external noise and create some space for yourself to do this release and to do this renewal. And when you do it, I want you to visualize that you're literally letting these things go. You're sending them out into the world. You're taking them off your shoulders. And then when it comes to the renewal piece, I want you to picture what is coming into your life. What are you welcoming into your life? And I want you to speak it into existence. Speak your release and speak what you're bringing into existence. Because Spirit's also reminding us of the power of words, invocation. And this is a twofold reminder, okay? Spirit is reminding us that during the full moon, speak what you want to release and speak what you want to bring in. The second piece of this, though, is that y'all need to remember that your words have power. So if you're in the comments and you're saying, I wish, or this doesn't work, I can't even say it out loud, those things that, sometimes we have negative self-talk and negative thoughts, please don't speak that into existence for yourself. Please. The universe is a giving universe, and the universe wants you to speak the generosity that you will give and receive. Speak to yourself generously. Speak about yourself lovingly. Make this true. Don't speak any negativity into existence, okay? At any time, not just tonight, by the way. This is always. Spirit wants you to really take a look at how you talk about yourself and how you talk about others and not put that negativity out into the world. And we see this with some of the other cards that we got. We are looking at a spirit of generosity. A spirit of generosity. And Spirit's reminding you that the more generous you are with people in your life and people you encounter, the more generosity you receive back from the universe. And this kind of generosity has been on my mind lately because I believe in emotional generosity. I believe in material generosity. I believe in building a bigger table so that more people can eat. I believe in feeding the neighbors and giving love to everybody I meet. Like, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. And the universe rewards me for that. When I send out the most generosity into the universe, I receive the most as well. So I did used to have a scarcity mindset when I was younger, and I sent out these vibrations of scarcity, and guess what I received back? Scarcity. But when I changed that vibration to a vibration of generosity, of giving and receiving generosity, that's the cycle that I entered into, because it is energy out and energy in. So what energy are you sending out through your words and your actions? That's what this card is calling you to do, is be generous with your words and your actions. Be loving to other people and to yourself. And we also see something that keeps coming up for us is this nostalgia, this childhood. This keeps coming up. There's a lesson in childhood for us that I think we're just missing because this card keeps coming up. And what is the lesson of childhood? Innocence, joy. There's so much we can't control. But when we were children, for the most part, you know what I mean? For the most part, I know some of us didn't have the best times as a child, but for the most part, we didn't worry about everything. We were a little bit more in the moment. And so I think that this call back to childhood is also reminding us to find joy in the moment and to make time for the things that bring us joy. And if we don't remember what those things are, this is a reminder to look back at childhood. This card is also very interesting because this deck, a lot of the cards are based on fairy tales from around the world or folk stories from around the world, whatever you want to call them. And this card is based on the story, the Snow Queen. The Snow Queen. What's the full moon tonight? It's the snow moon. This is no accident. And so we need to release any of the barriers to joy, any of the barriers that we have that are holding us back from experiencing this childlike joy. We can release that and we can renew the spirit of childlike joy. I think that's what we're being called to do. I think that's why this keeps coming up. And what's interesting is that we really see that we are coming into a period of dreams coming true, but in unexpected ways. So what I'm really seeing happen is that generosity that we're sending out into the universe, the release we're about to do, the positive affirmations and the words we're speaking, that is actually going to lead us to our desired outcomes in the different areas of our lives. But it's going to happen differently than we expect. It's almost like the universe is just going to, reward us with a box and it looks a little beat up and dinged and we're like, what is this? So we open it up and it's exactly what we wanted all along. It just got here from a different route. But it's that generosity that I'm talking about that allows that to happen, that summons that in. It's the releasing of the old and releasing of the things that hold us back. Like again, doubt, fear, negative self-talk, releasing all of that is what gets us to this outcome that we're looking for. And I'm also seeing that part of the other way we're getting this outcome is through some of the spiritual things we've talked about and some of the emotional things we've talked about, but also the hard work. Yeah, we got to do the hard work. We got to put the work in, right? Like we're going to send out the good vibes and say the positive things and let go of any yucky stuff, but we're going to put the hard work in too, and we're going to make it happen. That's what we're going to do. And we can do this as a team. We can do this with other people and bring them along as well. People are going to want to join our journeys and do the work with us when they see how well it works. And when we shine with the light of our positive attitudes, people will want to do this with us. All right, so that is what we're seeing from the tarot cards and the reminders about going dark tonight and spending a little bit of time being very intentional about the full moon tonight, the snow moon. And our signs and symbols here, we already talked about snake. We also didn't mention coffin, but that actually goes along with the release, the letting go. And do you see how the coffin's like flying away? Literally, you're setting free the things that no longer serve you. You're letting them go. Coffin is a symbol of this. We also got Tower, and Tower in this deck is adorable. It's this cute little house on legs. It's Baba Yaga's house. It's really adorable. I love it. But look for like weird little houses, even chicken feet, like any of these things can be a sign of this change, the sign that the universe is working with you on this change. We also got fish. We got fish, and the fish is a mermaid. So look for symbols of fish, look for symbols of mermaids. I'm realizing now I forgot to draw the angel cards, and I never forget to draw the angel cards. Okay, well, they popped out real quick. All right, so we got 1212. I want you to use these as affirmations. I am focused, and 1212 is the number. 1010, I am patient. I am patient. You're going to make these changes. You're going to do this work we talked about, and you're going to be patient, and the universe will reward you. 1010. And then your other number is 11. I am intuitive. I am intuitive. Remember to use your intuition. Everybody, thank you so much. Enjoy the full moon tonight. I know I will. And just a reminder, this is my only account. I have no backup accounts. People are messaging, people pretending to be me. I will never, ever message you because I have a website where you guys can book readings. Also, y'all keep asking about these decks. In my link tree, I have a link to my Amazon storefront, and most of the decks I use most frequently are listed there. If you don't see the one you're looking for, let me know and I'll add it. Thanks, you guys. I love you. Happy full moon.